Thanks so much for joining me for Chronicles in Collecting, where I'm going to open the GAT X105 Strike Gundam version anime from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. This figure came out in September 2022 and costs 49.50 yen in Japan and $48 in the US. We are also going to be opening the A.N.I.M.E X01 Aile Striker and Effect Part Set version anime. This set came out in September 2022 and cost 38.50 yen in Japan and $38 US. They were also available as a combo set. So today we're going to be looking at the Robot Spirits Strike Gundam. This one is notable because it is the first non-Universal Century Gundam that's the version anime. And for anyone who doesn't know, anime in this case stands for Action, New, Imagination, Memory, Emotion of the New Generations. And with an acronym like that, how could you not associate it with Gundam Seed, which has ridiculous acronyms for everything? This one is also number 300 in the Robot Spirits line, so it's got this cool little sparkly number there. So you got that. And yeah, so they're going to be, so Bandai's starting doing version anime stuff for Gundam Seed. I wasn't really collecting when they did the Gundam Seed Robot Spirits, a number of years ago, so I'm excited about that. And as of this recording, they've already announced a number of other ones, the one that I'm looking the most forward to being the Mobius Zero. But so yeah, let's see how their first stab at the non-Universal Century version anime stuff is. So yeah, nice figure. This is a pretty basic design, not a lot of colors, not a lot of details. Got some nice detailing on the head there. But, about what you expect, this one leg joint's a little looser than the other. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. But, this isn't a super expensive release. It's not the nicest figure in the world, but I think it kind of captures this, accurately. See if I can get it to stand up on its own there. Which I'm not quite able to. Some nice articulation in the feet, actually. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got a shield. And it looks like the shield's got some hooks there for some of the explosion parts, which I don't think are out yet for this figure, but I'm sure will be available at some point. Got a pretty basic gun, extra crown, shooting effect parts, and then you have, let's see, let me get my tweezers here. So you got the daggers that Kira at least infamously uses in the first episode, and there's some nice double coloring on the daggers. You get like a little silver in there as well. Put it over here in case you can see it on the overhead. But yeah, so nice coloring on that, where they could have just easily made them one color. And then you have the vernier effect parts as well. So we kind of also have a double today because in addition to the Strike, we had the Aile Striker and Effects part set come out. Should this really have just been one thing? Probably, but I guess it's nice that they're at least trying to lower the prices a little bit by separating out some of the effect parts depending on, how you want to pose it. I know that the Strike has some cool poses that you can do with the Jin that's coming out. So it has these like things where it's like he's hitting the Jin and there's like sparks flying and stuff like that, so that's really cool. Oh, here's the aforementioned explosion part that I think fits into the shield, so that came sooner than later. Have a cool beam effect, and it's cool that these effect parts are actually different than the ones that come with the Universal Century Robot Spirits. On one hand, it doesn't look like they're compatible, which thanks Bandai, but on the other hand, it is cool that they're trying to kind of create its own unique thing. This is a nice pack. I really like the Aile Striker. I think that's really cool, but it is a little pricey for what you get. And then you just got beam sabers, curved and regular, and just one final bonus. So I guess they're doing like a campaign where if you buy Robot Spirits from a Japanese shop, you get one of 3 stands. There's a Gundam Seed, a Mobile Suit Gundam 79, and a Stardust Memory. Kind of take a look at this a little bit closer. I don't know which one I got in here. They're kind of just like cheap stands. They're not nearly as nice as the ones that they sell. Those are like 15 or 20 bucks. But it is a nice little bonus. I kind of wish I had gotten 2 because I did buy 2 things, but I guess I'm kind of hoping I get Stardust Memory, but we'll see. Oh, actually, oh, it looks like you actually get all of them. All right, that's really cool. So yeah, just a bunch of stands here. Like I said, Seed, Stardust Memory, regular Gundam. You also have one that's just generic Robot Spirits and version Anime. Take a look on the overhead. And one other funny thing that I did want to mention is that the Striker part set is $298, but the actual strike is 300. I guess they just wanted something a little bit more exciting as 300 than the option part set, so they just did some weird numbering. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to pose this guy, get the effect parts on, get the Aile Striker pack on, and I'll be back with some final thoughts. All right, and we are back. So let's get this guy on the rotating stand and we'll give some thoughts here. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. So yeah, I really like this figure. I thought the posability was good. There is, like I said, a few of the joints were a little looser than I would have expected, but I had no problem posing it. I love the effect parts. I love the blast effect part. I really love everything about this. It really feels like it's kind of right out of the show. Like I said, I thought that the base figure was a little expensive for what you get. I mean, there's not even a beam saber, but I would suspect anybody that needs a beam saber would have one. You know, this figure, I think that the price is also a little misleading because you really don't have the whole thing unless you kind of buy everything here, and then you're getting close to, you know, probably $80, which is about the normal price of what a Robot Spirits has been going for. But that being said, do really like it. A few things that I wanted to note. In the backpack here, you can put the beam sabers, and you could also, there's also alternate parts. You could have the daggers on the side. Those daggers don't actually come out. There are standalone daggers that we looked at during the unboxing. A lot of posability on the whatever this backpack thing is called. And yeah, just really looking forward to seeing the other ones that are coming on this line. Like I said, really looking forward to the Mobius Zero, and I think the Duel has been announced, and the Jin as well. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing what type of sort of iconic poses from the show we're going to get to see. Obviously, the Metal Robot Spirits did the Freedom Destiny battle, but curious to see what else. I really, really am hoping that we get a Strike and Justice kind of grabbing hands pose. I will spend any amount of money to recreate that scene. It's one of my absolute favorite scenes from Gundam Seed. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, I appreciate a like or subscribe, and if you didn't, tell me about it in the comments. If there's something else you want to see with this figure or a different figure, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. I think I'm going to be doing figure reviews on Wednesdays and maybe occasional one on Friday, if I have something else interesting that I'm kind of dying to open. And then I think Gundam is coming out on Sundays, so I'll have the Witch of Mercury from Mercury. Should probably know that. Reviews up then probably shortly after the episode goes up. Thank you so much and keep collecting.